What's up, YouTube? We're back with another episode of What the Hell Am I Doing? And today we got another Explorer. I think you guys are really going to like this one. I have not checked this place out prior to coming here today. I've only heard what I've heard, and what I'll tell you right now, it's a time capsule. But that's all I know. I haven't seen anything. So we're going to step into this place together for the first time, and we're going to learn everything that this place has to reveal together. And the place that I'm talking about, it's this place here, right behind me. Looks like it's going to be an interesting one. Let's take a look from above and then get down to it. Okay, so we're going to start on the property out in front here. We'll wander up and take a closer look, see what we've got going on here. But, right away, it looks like an older place. Definitely a 1900s place. And it does look like it's in rough shape, so from what I can see here, this place has been abandoned for at least a few years, but of course, we will dig a little deeper. And as we get closer to the house, you can also see over here, there's a garage, which of course we're going to check out. And yes, look at those beautiful fall colors. It's a beautiful day here in Ontario. Well, let's work our way closer to the house here. See what we can find. Well, we got a front porch here. I guess this is where we're going to start our journey. We're going to go in the front maybe. Let's turn on my light and see what we got here. So we got the front steps right away. We've got patio furniture that's been left behind all the way around, it looks like. We'll take a quick look. Those are kind of modern. I bought one of those a few years ago. It's a big deck. It's a beautiful big deck, really. Yeah, and this is the back of the property here. Even looks like they have a doghouse. Yes, they do. So we'll check out the house first, and we'll work our way over there afterwards. Let's see if the door's open. Door's open. So let's go in and see what we find. All right, well, right away, there is stuff everywhere. So I guess we'll start back here and work our way through the rest of the house. There's an old jockey cap. I guess they were into horseback riding. Closet's got stuff in. That's an interesting closet. It's actually an add-on closet if you look at the rest of the room. There's a couple of jackets in there. Cowboy hat. Over here, that's kind of neat. You got a clock shelf with an old clock on it. And we got the piano bench here that still has some music sheet work left. And we got the piano. Very, very cool. Is it tuned? And you can see the keys are getting moldy. So this place probably has been abandoned for a little while. That's another deck. That's actually quite a nice little spot. And yeah, and if you look at the shape of the windows out there, they're pretty rough. So starting to question how long this place has been like this. Oh, look at that. We got a firewire recording interface. That's cool. So we definitely seem to have a house that had musicians. Okay, so we got a award here from 1997. Oh, it was for the pan. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, that's from 97. You got some artwork here. And belongings in here. We won't really dig too much if I don't see anything too interesting. And of course, we got some business cards here. Let me see what they are. Okay, so this gentleman was, he was in a band. I guess we're going to find out more about that as we go through this house. What's all this stuff up here? I'm just going to take a quick look. Studio. There's music, lyrics. It's all music. It's all music. Computer recordings. Okay, so yeah, they were definitely musicians living here. I mean, you've got you get your drumsticks, and yeah, these are different things for playing drums. That's cool. All right, well, let's wander deeper. See what we can find. We got bags here, so that looks like just, from Christmas or something. Now that's some interesting trim. Not the nicest door trim I've seen, but it's real pine. That matters. So the fan's starting to, looks like it's starting to be a little deformed looking. So this place might have been abandoned a little longer than I think. Over here we got the old TV area. Nothing in there from what I can see through the cracks, so we'll just leave that alone. Those are nice wood blinds. Well, you got a bed frame here. And of course we've got the rocks here. So we obviously had a stove of some kind heating this house at one point, which is always cool, I think. I like those old stoves. You got a couch here, nothing really important left on it, just rubber bands. Oh, we got, what's over here, a chest of some kind? No, just a corner table. Does the power work? No. Okay, so this is the kitchen. It's an interesting old school type kitchen. That's a really old light. Seen very many variations of that in my lifetime. Usually larger. It's cool though. Stained glass light from the old days. Those are eggs. I wonder if they're real. I believe they are, but they're empty. That's what they are, decorations. Okay, so let's check out this kitchen. See what's in here. Not much so far. See, there's mold building up in here. There's a little bit of mold. They got a Lazy Susan in that cupboard. That's cool. This one here that's open, it's got some stuff here I'm not going to reveal because it's got names, but 2015, they got a date here, so somebody was here till at least 2015. And I assume there's not much. Not much. Anything in the stove? No. It's crazy that the tinfoil's still there. So we'll go to this back room here. Okay. This is a nice room. That's a very interesting table. Look at that. You got a wood table, glass on the corners or on the sides. You got a lemon plate that would be more fitting in my house. I like the shelving above the window here. They got the same kind of trim for the windows, that pine trim that they got around the doors. Nothing too fancy. Neither is the shelving. It's all kind of makeshift, but nonetheless, it's very cool. Welcome. Welcome. Over here we got some built-in shelving, which is pretty cool. This door is actually locked. So we got some wreaths. And we got some old pop here. Look at that. You know that's old when it's sucked in like, oh, it's not even, it's tonic water. Is there a date on it? Doesn't have one. Is there a date on any of this? No, there's no dates. And they're here. We got some more songwriting books and magazines. And you got a trampoline. Really like that that built-in shelving though, especially with that light up there. Nice touch. I didn't comment on this before, but the French door coming into this room is also a nice touch. Okay. So this shelving's a little bare, but there's some stuff left behind. There's a gentleman playing the drums. Not sure if it's the same gentleman that lived here. But that's another cool shelf that's built into the wall. Okay, can we go into this room from here? You know what, we'll go from the other side. This is a very nice room though. Just before I leave, I'd like to say that one more time. Even the floors, they're very cool. Very nice hardwood floors. And this is kind of neat. I don't know if yeah, it does. If you can see in the middle there used to be a rug there because the floors are more bleached yellow from the sun. Okay, let's continue. Let's see what this room is over here. And continuing the theme of this house, here's another built-in shelf. That's cool with the lights there too. You got all their wine glasses and whatnot. We got a built-in shelf over here that's got, it's got their books. So there's a lot of stuff left behind here if you look. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So this back room here, we could see from over there, the door is a little blocked though, so check it out from this side. And what we can see is some more decay around the windows. The paint is definitely rough. So I would say this place has seen at least a few years of hot and cold temperature changes with no heating or air conditioning running. You can see that the wrapping paper here is actually bleaching from the sun, so it hasn't moved in quite some time. Got some tennis rackets and a very overgrown backyard. Yeah, and of course they've got some convection ovens and whatnot down here. Just items from the kitchen basically, but cool little room. I'm starting to suspect this place probably had an addition or two, because I don't think you would build a house with a room like that connecting two rooms next to each other. Over here we've got the laundry room area. I like these pine shelves. They're better than the standard particle board or white shelving that most places have. I mean, they're not super fancy, but they just look different when you come across them. And of course here we would have had the washer and the dryer, which are obviously not here now. And behind me we've got this shelf. It looks like they could have hung things. And some fresh corn, so somebody's been coming into this house, animal wise. Now we're going to check out the bathroom here. And before we even go in, I got to comment on this door. Look at that door. It's a very cool door with glass windows, kind of like a French door, but not fully. I like how they're frosted over with that design so you can't see in. And we go into this very yellow bathroom. But you know what? I don't mind the color. What's up, everybody? I don't mind the color. It's yellow. It's bright. But it's not ugly. And a bathroom, you want it to be bright. You want it to be bright and enlightening. I think it feels better when you go into a room like that, especially one like a bathroom in the morning. Let's see if there's anything in the cabinet here. It looks like no. That's a cool toilet paper holder. Put the spares in there. That's neat. And they got a shower that resembles, well, anybody that's put a shower in the house in the 80s or 90s probably has that one, because I have that one at home. But yeah, it's a cool colored bathroom. I really like the yellow walls. That white wainscoting, that's really sharp against the yellow. I really like this. That's a cool bathroom. Oh, why don't we see what's in the medicine cabinet? There's nothing. Okay. Let's work our way over here. I didn't even notice the chairs before. Look at those velvet seats. They've seen better days, but we got some style to them. And we got the dining room here. Oh, somebody used to work out. Working out's always good. That's what I'll be doing when I'm done here tonight. I work out 6 days a week. So should you. It's good for you. Stop your body from getting old for as long as possible. So we've got some old cooking pots. Those are definitely 60s or 70s pots. I've seen similar ones at my grandmother's. And as I look at the table here, there's a very familiar cup stolen from a dealership. I won't say which one, but I'm very familiar with it if it's stolen. To know that it's stolen. Put it that way. We got the yellow pages here. Nothing really revealing of time, except we got calendars in here. March 2016, that says. So they were here till at least March 2016. And that's some kind of ottoman, I guess, or a table with glass panels. I like this. I like how they've done this. I've seen this twice in this house now. There's two corners of this house that have these like tables built into the wall, which is unusual, but very neat. And you can see how long this place has been empty. Look at the dust building up here. Look at that dust. And this is their dining room. It's a big room. It's at the front of the house, so that gives it, it gives it kind of a nice open concept. I mean, you can see right through to the other side. The stairs are the only thing really in the way. This would have been a great spot because the sun would set through this window here. And, depending what time of day you ate, you'd have light coming in from the front here. So very cool. Very nice room. They got a nice rug too. I wonder if this is a real Persian rug. I'm suspecting it might be. Yeah, it might be actually. Looking underneath it. This calendar here is from 2002. I guess that was in tribute to the World Trade Center after it was demolished by terrorism. What else we got here? We got a plate for a grandmother. We got a smoke detector. That's the cup I'm talking about. I'm not going to show you where I work, but that is from my work. That's how I know it's stolen. And if I go over here, we just got bills and receipts and junk all over the floor. We got guitar straps. Look at that. It's a nice guitar strap, Levi's guitar strap. I have 2 Levi's guitar straps. I swear by them. And then we got somebody's photo album there. I won't go too close because I don't want to violate anybody's privacy. Just want to give you guys a taste of what's going on. And this room's got some really retro hardwood floor, but really cool, really nice. Okay, let's work our way around to the stairs and go upstairs and see what we got up there. Again, I just want to back up. It's a very open concept to this house. You can see right through to the dining room, to the laundry room and kitchen. And the stairs are really the only thing in the way. That's really neat. The door's a nice door coming in. All right, let's see what we got. Oh yeah, you can see the stairs are quite rough. All right, so we're upstairs. And, well, what do we see so far? We see a few rooms. I think we'll go this way first. So you got another table in the corner here. Is anything in it? No, there's not really much left behind in things. Okay. That's a really old dresser, but that's a cool dresser. I would love to know how old that is. I would say 50s, maybe even older. Tell me in the comments if you know. The headboard for the bed's pretty cool too, with those drawers on the side. And okay, well, there's not a whole lot to see here. That's a very tight closet. I mean, they've maximized space though. They got hangers everywhere they can possibly go. Yeah, we got clothes there. Got some pictures here, drawings. It's cool. Brantford, Ontario, Mohawk Chapel. It's very cool. All right. Let's go this way. See, those have a similar kind of trim to the doors downstairs. I'm noticing it's a little nicer up here though, but very different from door to door. If you look at this door, trim, you know, it's kind of straightforward. You look at this one here, and it's got some, oh, let's turn the light down. You look at this one here, and it's got this extra molding here going around it, which just tidies it up a little bit. It looks pretty nice. Let's go into this room. Oh yeah, so this room's a little bit rougher. This is probably the worst room of the house so far. You can see some water damage to the ceiling. Tim Hortons cup. I don't know how new that cup is, but yeah, there's lots of stuff here. Books, Farmer's Almanac. Yeah, lots of books. Lots of books. Oh, they even have a NutriBullet. That one's seen better days. If you don't know what a NutriBullet is, I actually did a review of it. You can see the video on this channel. Not that I'm doing shameless plugs, but if you're curious, you can find it. We got a closet full of clothes here. I'd like to know what happened. I'd like to know what happened to this gentleman. I saw his name downstairs, so I'll see if I can find out. And if I find any further information on when this house was abandoned or what happened, I will leave it in the description so you all can find out. That's a nice collection of pens. We could use that at work. But even the shoes, if you look, even the shoes are moldy. So yeah, there's a bit of a mold problem in here. We got some cards here. Thank you. Congratulations. What's this one say? That one came from the States. There's no dates, so it's hard for me to say, but it looks like 2015, 2016 is around the time this place was abandoned. Well, 2016 probably. And as I look, there's some more sheet music there. There were definitely musicians here. And there's the World's Greatest Dad Award. So that's good for that man. A great father is a great influence. So that's nice to see. Congratulations. What else is here? New iPad. Well, new-ish. 2019 Pocket Agenda. That's the newest thing I've seen so far, but I don't see anything else that would back that up. Yeah, so I see music cards here by both of them. It looks like the father and possibly the daughter or son had interest in music or were active musicians. We got more clothes here. And look at those cobwebs if they come in. Yeah, they kind of do. And this article here is from 2001, just before 9/11 happened. That's crazy. There's a calendar here too. What does it say? 2015. 2006, rest in peace. Okay, I might have to block these names out here. 2018. Okay, so yeah, I've got something from 2018, so maybe the 2019 date is accurate. Okay, so let's check out this room here. So this is probably, yeah, it's the bathroom. What do we got in here? This is kind of an interesting room. We got kind of a big bathtub here, crammed in the middle, with an elevated toilet. And I guess this was a linen shelf in the corner here, with the light tucked away, which is kind of interesting, but nonetheless. And there's a grip bar there, so I guess the elderly gentleman that lived here needed a little bit of help towards the end. And then we got a mirror. What's going on, everybody? And a pedestal sink that's also elevated. And what's crazy is most of the linens, actually this is the linens here, so I'm not sure what that corner would have been, I guess for toilet paper and just supplies. But they have all the linens and all that stuff left behind in here as well. As well as some garbage. And yeah, just various other bathroom items. Interesting bathroom. Oh, and they got a timer on the wall, which is no doubt for those infrared lights there. Those are the exact ones that I had growing up in the 80s in my parents' house. They work well. They keep you nice and warm. So that would have been very luxurious to have a bath in there and come out with those running and still be toasty warm. Okay, very yellow room. It's cool. Oh, this room's got lots of stuff. Okay, the bed's even still made. Very cool. The yellow is jarringly yellow. I like it better in the bathroom than I do here. That's just closet space. Making use of every inch of this house. What do we got on the floor down here? Just random papers. Some clothes. Big candle. Some glasses, cases, and belongings, but there's not too much left behind. That's interesting. We got somebody's denture or dental work here. So what this is they have a broken tooth or something, and they've had it crowned. So what they do is they take these molds of your mouth before and after, or sometimes if they have them before it was broken and then when it was broken. They'll usually have a couple different versions so they can recreate a tooth that'll fit your mouth properly. I know all about this because I've broken my teeth before and I've had to go through this. But basically what they did here is they shaved this tooth down to a little stump and they would glue a crown onto it. That's interesting. That's a very retro looking chair. Very retro looking. And then we got this area here which they curtained off. I'm not sure why it's curtained off, and I just realized they got nice floors up here too, the old school barnwood floors. They've covered them up with rugs, so it's harder to see. Like this rug here. But look at that floor, it's very old school, but very neat. Now I wonder if somebody was staying here at one point, because some of these windows are just very crudely covered over. Like this one's just got thumbtack towels on it. So I wonder if somebody was staying here. I mean, somebody was drinking cold shots and probably smoking. Drapery hooks. I mean, that monster has frozen at least once. Doesn't say what year. The interesting thing is, though, is the bed is still made. And the bed's still made. And there's even belts on the floor. Yeah, there's cold shots beside the bed. If I had to guess, somebody's been crashing here. I'm just not sure why the bed's made. That's a little strange. And over here, we got a closet with a ton of clothes. A ton of clothes. So, yeah, it's very cool. Very interesting to see so much stuff left behind. All right, let's work our way down to the basement, and then we'll go check out the garage and see what's going on in there. Okay. It's interesting that they stuccoed the walls. I find that interesting right away. Look, a tape gun. Huh. Do they not know how rare those things are? Okay, it looks a little rough. It's got that oily smell, so I guess it's got that propane or oil tank. Let's go see. Whoa. This is an interesting basement. Okay, so right away, I'm assuming that at some point they reinforced the foundation here, because look at this concrete. It goes along. It's like a bench along the outside wall. That's unusual, but it's kind of interesting. You got your old water heater here. That's a really old one. And you've got your water softening stuff. You've got sump pump, which hasn't been needed because it's not wet down here and there's no signs of it flooding. And you got your golf bag. And this is where it gets interesting and cool to me as a musician. They have well, it's a mic stand or a sheet music stand. This is a mic stand, and it's even got the pop shield there. And we go over here. We got PA stands. Like, these are not, tiny things, cheap things. These PA stands are thick. They're very thick, and they're designed to carry some serious weight. So that's neat. We've got an ancient exercise bike from CCM. And this has got to be the third humidifier that I've seen that looks exactly like this one in one of these houses. But yeah, it's kind of neat. There's not a whole lot to see down here. There's some more mic stands. There's a boom stand. And of course you got your padding for chairs and whatnot. Tiny table. We'll see what's over in that corner. And then we'll get out of here and check out the garage. Oh, look at that. The fake brick. Kind of a neat choice. The furnace. It's not ancient looking. We'll go this way. Oh, yeah, see over here they've got that poured edge too. So they must have reinforced it. This must be like a reinforcement for the foundation. There must have been cracking or something. That's a little alarming. There's these wood beams that we've seen a few times now. That one's not holding anything. These ones just look like trees. That's crazy, man. Moldy box. Oh, there we go. We got the workout station. It's funny. Growing up, my dad had the same weight set. The exact same ones. And I recognize this bench too. I wouldn't trust that. I don't think it holds enough weight. Whoa. And that's cool too. I didn't even notice that. Look at the beams, the actual floor beams of the house. How did I not see that? Every floor beam in this basement is timber or some kind of log. How cool is that? Okay, so there's one last thing to see, this garage over here. Let's work our way over to it. Let's see what we got here. Hopefully it's something cool. It's been a very interesting house though so far. If I missed anything inside, make sure you guys let me know in the comments. Or if I said anything incorrectly, of course, correct me. So this is a very rough looking garage. As you can see, it's seen better days. But nonetheless, we're going to take a look, see what the story of this garage was. Okay. So it's definitely a little rough in here. They got some big lights. You can tell this is a very old garage because it's got that familiar barnwood material, which you know, sometimes you see in the houses too. But he's got a nice collection of bolts. You know, a guy worked on a lot of stuff if he has collections of bolts. Nothing in there. That's an interesting old cabinet just sitting out here. Oh, wow. That is a disc caddy. That is old school. If you had an old computer in the 80s or 90s, you know exactly what that is. Over here, it's a pretty old table. It's seen some better days, that's for sure. Even the the pitchfork. I like how they fixed it, but it's seen better days too. Let's see what else is in here. This garage is she's a rough one. We got some cans, we got a coffee pot. Very, very interesting. Wonder what the garage was used for. Wonder if they jammed in here. Don't see much evidence of that. You got a Dish Network dish there, or actually that looks like DirecTV. It's RCA. Don't ask how I know, but I know. And of course we'll look up at the ceiling of this garage, and you could see beautiful red fall colors. How cool is that? And of course you got old school timber holding this place up. That's a very old table. If I had to guess, that's a 40s or 50s table. It's got the leaf that comes out in the middle. That's cool. And we got some old radios. Oh, look at this. We got an old Sony turntable. And we got an old DVD player up there. An old school radio. Wow. Can you believe that used to be an alarm clock? And we got an old school pencil sharpener. So that's pretty neat. Some skis left behind. I like the windows in this garage. This would have been a cool spot to be taking care of business, you know? This would have been a cool spot. Okay, just before I leave, I actually found one more spot. So what I was talking about was the cool spot is actually over here. Here's the other garage. It was totally hidden away. I totally missed it. I came back for one more look before I left. And before I go in there, look at this. Just a mountain of looks like phone books from Muskoka. That's weird. We're nowhere near there. But yeah, here's the other garage. I think this one's gonna be the one that's surprisingly cool. So she's wide open. Oh yes. And this is the recording studio. Even got you got G sharp, B, A, B, B. That's very cool. Steel drum. And the gentleman in the house was photographed playing drums. So this is cool, especially to me. You got your drum kit there, you got your bass kick. You've got looks like your tom there, or maybe it could be a snare without the bottom, but it's definitely at least a tom. Look at this, you got more steel drums. This is what kind of bothers me, is when people destroy things. This one here, it's in good shape, but this one here, someone absolutely destroyed. So that sucks, and whoever did that sucks. This garage has got some really cool barnwood, and we're gonna stop calling it a garage. Oh, he's learning Unix. How old is that? Huh. But yeah, we're gonna stop calling this a garage, because this was actually a recording studio, a homemade recording studio. And you got more, look at this, more instruments. You've got those floppy disks. They could have been in that disc caddy that we found. Xylophone, look at that. These musical stuff everywhere in here. What's this? It's a heater. It's a heater. So let's go into the control room here. There's your floor. Whoops. Smash the light, why don't I? There's your tom, or your snare. That's the snare drum there. You've got your floor tom over there. And you've got, okay, well, let's see what we got here. Just, there's your bass kick over there. There's the actual kick for the bass drum. And just some makeshift shelving behind the door. Nothing really important there. But this would have been the control room. So this room here, you'd be inside this room with this door closed, and you'd be watching and recording the musicians through the glass. And basically you'd be speaking to them through a speaker system, if this was sophisticated enough of a studio. Back here they had like a little kitchenette, which is kind of cool. Looks like a little bar fridge there. And maybe something, I don't know what that is, a stove? Yeah, it's a stove. You can see the pieces there. It's a little stove. We got a fridge. And of course for the fans, you must see there's nothing in the fridge. Okay, so that's okay. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much left in these cupboards, but we'll take a look. Look how retro those are. Oh, there's some plates. That's cool. Very retro laminate doors on that. And some cork board on the side, so I guess they put some notes up there. And then you got this back room here, which, you know, might have been used for recording guitars, or maybe a vocal booth. There's no egg carton or anything in here to catch the echo, so it may not have ever actually been used for anything. But nonetheless, pretty cool little find. House with lots of musical instruments and a garage home recording studio next door. I think that's pretty cool. And as a musician, this is one of the cooler things that I found that interests me. Apparently we're not done yet. I found a barn too. Let's see what's in here. You got an old bed, couches. Wow. Wow. This thing is full. There's so much stuff in here. Just gonna walk you guys through it real quick. I mean, this is an actual barn. You can see one point in time animals were in here. How cool is this? I would assume it's been some time. Rocky. I guess Rocky was a horse? I don't know. So this is the other side of the barn. Yeah, we'll just take a quick look, see what's going on. Another bed headboard. Lots of headboards at this place. Some Sony speakers. Wow, an old answering machine there. Look at that. Some more mattresses. This thing was definitely used for storage at some point, that's for sure. Huh. Let me just see what's out here. So this is the barn up here. We've actually got another one over there too, but I don't think I'm gonna go check that one out. Let's go back in here real quick. Just see what's on the other side and we'll work our way out. Check out, oh no, I was gonna say we'll check out what's up these stairs, but the stairs are long gone, so we're not. Yeah, this barn's in bad shape. Oh wow, here's an old tube TV cabinet. This is the back of the TV. Look at that, you got power tubes and everything. That's what that speaker was from over there, that's Sony. And we got some records. John Lennon. Lots of John Lennon. Yeah, all this stuff. Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young. Yeah, this stuff will just be here forever, unfortunately. There's the front of the TV cabinet over there. This is wild, man. I would love to know the story of this place. How everything ended up here like this. I mean, it doesn't smell like a barn anymore, so it's been many years. I don't smell the hay. I don't smell poop. I don't smell anything. Just a chair sitting here by itself. Yeah, I would love to know what was here. There's just chairs everywhere. Not the most interesting barn, but when you find something like this, you gotta take a look, right guys? Tell me in the comments if it was a mistake coming here. I don't think it was. But if you guys didn't like the barn, tell me. The next time I won't bother. Okay, let's go down this way. Yeah, so we got some, I don't know what that is. There's papers, there's junk everywhere. This, books, student portfolio. You got more records. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Oh yeah, no, we'll go over there and take a look over there because there's more stuff over there. Here and watch my step a little bit. Can't see the floor at all. Look at this, Herbie Hancock. Yeah, there's records everywhere. This guy definitely loved music. It wasn't just a hobby, it was his life. Look at those skates, they're pretty old. And you got all the 45s over here. It's pretty wild. It's pretty cool. All right, everybody. That's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this explore. It ended up being a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I told you when I was going into this, I had no idea what we were getting into. I just knew it was a time capsule of sorts, and I knew there were some surprises. That's all I knew. But as you could see, there were many surprises. The house was full of things. And then we found the garage, which was interesting. Then we found a recording studio, which was interesting. And then we found this barn, which I don't really know what the deal was, but it was clearly used for storage for a long time. And there is a lot of stuff in this barn. So I would love to know the story of this place. I really would. I'm not sure I'll be able to figure that out, but if I do figure out the story or get more information that's useful, I'll make sure to leave it in the description of the video so you guys can know what happened here. And of course, if you guys have any theories of your own, please leave them in the comments. I would love to hear them. But that's all the time we've got for today, so make sure you guys hit that like button and leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Check out last week's video. Check out this random video here. And we'll see you guys in the next explore or video that I do. Thanks for tuning in.